Hello. Thank you, Dean Fahmy, for this amazing introduction. I'm truly honored and humbled to be here today, sitting on stage with my idols and role models, my professors. This is kind of a dream come true. Now, when I first got the call to be your speaker, my first reaction was, are you sure you want me? I'm still young, I just graduated from my master's in 2011, and then I started thinking there's a reason why I'm here. And if I can inspire you just 1 inch from what I've accomplished, then I think I've done my job. Allow me to quote the great Kobe Bryant, may he rest in peace, when he said, "The most important thing is to try and inspire people so they can be great in whatever they want to do." So I hope I can achieve a fraction of that. As you sit here today, I know you have mixed feelings. In my senior year, the first thing I was thinking of, I can't wait to get out of here. Graduation, yes. But as I sat in my graduation, it was a bittersweet moment because you're saying goodbye to a place that has been your home for more than 4 years. It's a place where you made friends and memories. It's a place that taught us that through our diversity and our differences and our unity and our respect comes strength and comes change. So that's a big burden that you need to carry with you. Now, my experience at AUC was one of the best in my life. The people and the friends I made here are the ones that I still hold on to and still talk to every single day. So to the ones sitting next to you, now take a deep look in their eyes, because these are the people that will hold your hand when you need it. Yeah. Okay, you don't need to hold each other's hands when you need it, it's okay. All right. I know that they tell you the sky is the limit, opportunities are waiting for you outside. Well, that is true, but I feel obliged to give you few pieces of advice from my own experience, trying to make your lives a little bit better or easier when you get out of here. There's 7, so if you want to count after me, I'll try to go fast. I know I'm on a timeline here. But number 1, adapt, but don't conform. When I was working, or I'm still working in Nestle, but one time I had a meeting with the head of another company, and he didn't know who I was, and it was just us in the room, and he asked me, "Is Miss Heidi coming?" And I said, "Hi, I'm her." And he said, "Oh, I didn't understand why Nestle was disrespecting me by sending me a young girl to meet me." Yes, I can hear the gasps. That was huge. But then I started thinking that my professors in AUC were young girls. My bosses in Nestle were young girls because they're strong, they're educated, and they're very well capable of doing what they do best. So I thanked him for his time, and we did not do business with him till today. And I'm thankful that I chose a place to work that values my rules and shares them and shares my values. That's so important. So adapt to the place you're in, but do not conform when they tell you business is business. Just suck it up and keep going. Number 2, don't turn your back to those who held your hand, be it your parents or your professors. So when your mom asks you, "How do I log on Facebook?" or your dad asks you, "I sent you 3 WhatsApps," and you didn't answer because he thinks that's what it's called, not WhatsApp. And when your professor sends you an email asking you to help another student who's still studying, don't turn your back. Help them with a smile. Because without them, you wouldn't be sitting here today. And without them, your future will not happen. Number 3, get rid of your comfort zone. Now, when I first entered AUC, it was overwhelming because, you come from a school that everyone is the same, everyone knows each other, it's the same language, same kind of clothes, everything. But AUC is so diverse, so many beautiful people from around the country, and also exchange students that come here. Get out of your bubble, make friends. I was sent to Switzerland for 2 years with my work. I was sitting in a small city that spoke predominantly French, and I'm an English speaker, an Arabic speaker, and everything closes at 6. I was homesick, I was scared, but I made it happen. I lived for 2 years, and when I got back, I was promoted. Why? Because I sucked it all up, and I kept going, and I persevered, and I believed in myself, and I got out of my comfort zone. I could have just said, "No, I want to stay here." Number 4, get out of your bubble. Now, with AUC and with Nestle, I've had the opportunity to travel to 75 different cities around the world. Would you ever think that I would be afraid of flying? No? I get a full-on panic anxiety attack on the plane, ask the air hostess what's going on every time there's an air turbulence. But I got out of that bubble. I burst that bubble, and I wanted to see what opportunities are out there. Don't let the bubble you're in stop you from whatever you want to do. Number 5, step off the train tracks. Now, a misconception that always goes behind us after we graduate is you went out of the best school in Egypt, now you have to be working in the best multinational, and you have to be the next CEO of Apple or Google. It's not for everyone. If you're a photographer, if you're a journalist, if you're a football player, if that's your calling, go for it. Create your own train tracks, and then you decide the destination. Make it happen for you. It's very competitive out there, but there's one thing that you have that makes you shine versus people sitting next to you. Find that one thing, polish it, and own it, and build your train tracks to make it happen. Number 6, don't be afraid to fail. If I count the number of times I failed and called my mom crying, I can't do this anymore, yeah, I would run out of numbers. But fail, step back, then try to think what happened, reflect, put another plan, and move again. If you fail again, it's okay. Get up and keep going. No one did it from the first time. Number 7, and that's my last piece of advice, and it's a very important piece because we often forget to do, congratulate yourself along the way. You did it. All the sleepless nights, all the phone calls with your group members, all the nights spending hours thinking, am I going to fail or am I going to pass this exam? All the times you sat at your professor's desk. You did it. You passed it all. Give yourself a pat on the back. You did it. Clap for yourselves, please. Class of 2020, I know that with your perseverance, the things you learned here in AUC, the friends you made here, the professors that were your role models and idols, you will move mountains. And I'm waiting for you in the professional world to come back and tell me, step aside, this is how it's done. Thank you and congratulations.